Hey everybody, clearing. All right, let's get into a Divine Masculine check-in. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the collective that joins me here, and how the Divine Masculines are navigating the journey consciously at this time? What are the factors involved in that, and what can the Divine Feminines keep in mind about what we see here to assist them on their journey at this time? This will be for the Divine Feminines. Okay, oop, card fell on the floor. What did it say? Oh, it's the Lovers. So stay in the frequency of love, Feminines. Now, also I did open up the rest of September. I apologize. I thought I had opened September, so I've just released the rest of the one-on-one session appointment spots. Get those in the description box below of any of my videos. If you'd like to work with me, I would love to work with you. So yeah, sorry about that. There were not very many left, and I've opened up a bunch more. Okay, here we go. Conscious mind, about the connections. 10 of fire and anxiety. Oh wow, which way is it going to go? I just heard. So the masculines are very much having some pressure cooker mixed feelings about karmic release, contracts being nullified. What I'm getting here, feminines, is if your masculines are aware of something going on your side, there's a feminine in this card in the anxiety. And so about this karmic contracts that need to be finalized. And so they're really thinking about anything on your side that would release you emotionally, mentally, physically, financially, materially, from a karmic contract. They're, do I say, struggling about this? Like, whether you feel balanced or not in your scenario, the masculines here are concerned, empathetic, hopeful, aware of something that's not quite settled yet. What is the advice for the feminines? Yeah, don't be all up in your head about this, about your masculine not caring right now, because it's almost all they can think about. There's an anticipation in this energy that they are sort of at the edge of their seats. But your advice is to free your mind from thinking they're abandoning you or they don't want to be in your life. Sometimes when these kinds of things are dragging out, playing out, when we're in the thick of it, we want to be rescued, but that's not the approach you need to take here. It's about seeing the ways your own thoughts hold you captive when they don't need to. What can we see for how the masculines are thinking of you specifically? Oh, 4 of Wands. That's a union energy. So it's the circumstances around your connection that the masculines are realizing have a level of stress and anxiety connected. When it comes to you, they see more clearly than ever how aligned the two of you are, how balanced you are spiritually, feminines. Like, there's a mask being removed here. And so this process of becoming more authentic is showing the masculines here how to become more authentic themselves, because they see you, I heard, sitting in all your glory, even while going through certain things that would break the best of us, I just heard. Wow, so these masculines are very tuned in, and it's causing them to get real. I'm hearing thoughts like, who has time for pettiness when we have this divinity to create? I can't wait for these karmic lessons and bindings to be over so we can come out into the open and be love for all to see. Wow. What is the advice for the feminine? This is your glow up. So there's a karmic rite of passage for you feminines right now that is your own solo focus. So even if you're not dealing with things in the material realm, this could be energetically, this could be emotionally, this could be intellectually, on your conscious mind. It could be any level of things right now, but you're meant to be looking at how your life is impacted by your spiritual rite of passage and the themes of karma that you've been transmuting and healing in your life. You're very close to coming into your own regarding some manner of freedom that you've been working your whole life towards. That doesn't mean you've been ensnared in a current situation for your whole life. However, the patterns that may have contributed to various entrapments in your life, codependencies, familiar pitfalls, repeat patterns, frustrating patterns, you're getting out of all of that because you're doing this healing on such a level. Your masculine already sees you balanced in this regard, and it's almost like they know that others don't yet see this version of you, and that others don't yet see the version of them that aligns with this version of you. It's like your own inside, not joke, but awareness between the two of you. There's a real intimate feeling here about how closely your masculine is aware of the spiritual aspect of this connection with all these wands. What can we see for how the masculines are feeling on the heart space? The Magician and Justice, yes, oh my goodness. So we are talking about things that are likely playing out for the feminines in the material realm, legally, financially, materially. And the masculines don't want to manipulate or sway or jinx or interfere. Like, they're really sending you the vote of confidence, but they are not stepping over the sovereign threshold here in your karmic rite of passage. They're not interfering, tainting that process, adding complexity to it. That card of anxiety that we first got could also be how difficult it is for them to contain their own energy at this point and not manipulate it. Not that they would have manipulative motives. It's that if we interfere in somebody's sovereign process, it's like a time traveler paradox, right? We can't go back and meet our own parents. It's the same sort of spiritual, energetic effery I heard when somebody tries to interfere in another person's spiritual path. These masculines are so divine that they know it is appropriate for you to go through this completely on your own without them adding a layer to it. They are not abandoning you. They're supporting you in this, feminines. Advice, yes, overcome the devil energies and hug that masculine beast. You know, it takes a great deal of mastery for these masculines to hold steady in the face of these kinds of crunch points. Appreciate your masculine for this. Don't belittle them for not being there for you right now. Feminines, they are creating such an energetic protection for you by not being in the mix right now. That will be appropriate for various reasons in different situations. Okay, what can we see for the heart space? Strength and this period of separation. So they're mustering every ounce of strength that they can to keep the distance, keep the space, keep the autonomy, keep the, what is that? Anonymous energy. They are anonymous in this energy. Whatever you're going through karmically, it has nothing to do with them. They are where you're going, feminines. And so you must close out this karma before they can come in, fully enter. This is the strength. They are learning how to trust divine plan, follow divine instruction, and what sovereignty, spiritual sovereignty really means. Separation is an illusion. And so by staying back, they are winning here. And so are you, feminines, because this is true empowerment coming in on the individual level of mastery. Queen of Swords, this is the ascended way of looking at what's going on in your connection right now, as far as the masculines keeping their space, the spaciousness in the connection. This Queen of Swords is a tact, timing. I am getting a bit of the King of Swords energy because it's such an independent energy. It requires that masculine aspect of integrity and structure and fortitude within. I'm getting the legal matters here. This represents a feminine who understands the spirit of the law and the letter of the law, or is learning to with tact and grace. With the Justice card and the legal system here, this might mean favor for you, having come through a rite of passage, feminines, where you are now equipped to understand the elegance of the legal system. This is an auspicious omen that you are coming through it in excellence, and things will work out in your favor or according to what you know, because you're seeing from an ascended truth perspective with the butterfly there and the bird, the big picture thinking. If you are facing things where you are in competition, lack, scarcity, or in a battle of wits or minds or legal, adopt these attitudes where you're looking at the highest truth and the big picture, and you will find the fair way through. So for some, I'm getting a split here where the masculines are warning their feminines to be in the energy of integrity and compassion with whatever challenges you're facing that might have to do with the material realm and things that fall under the law. For others, they just are sort of at the edge of their seats waiting to hear the good news of you coming through your freedom here without them being too intertwined in it in the material realm. What can we see for the masculine's wishes to manifest? Oh my goodness, the Empress, the Empress. It's again, they're acknowledging both are on the same page, but it's not quite time yet. So they are diligently working on their abundance while you are working on yours, feminines. And that can be a completely sovereign motion until the clock strikes and boom, we come into abundance simultaneously. I just heard that the masculines are seeing whatever it is on your side, they know what their timeline of abundance is, and they believe it's in perfect alignment and parallel. Advice for the feminines here, King of Pentacles. So just as we saw the Empress in both, this is the financial freedom. This is the financial path. This is entrepreneur energy, but this is also the hubby card. It's in the inverse. I've got to say all this came out in the inverse. So as this abundance comes in for both, so does the commitment, so does the collaboration, so does the humility that has brought both through in excellence, so that we are all going to be entrusted with this kind of abundance, and it will stick once and for all once it's time to come in. Gorgeous. What can we see for the actions? Page of Water, surrender. Oh, and then we have the King of Wands. We have another set of counterparts here. Beautiful. So that's another confirmation that whatever you're going through right now, feminines, your masculines are aware of the mirroring, the parallel, the timeline, the synchronicity in how things are aligning in the physical, and they are surrendering to this process because they cannot unsee this. They know without many of them even telling you what they've been dealing with, because they've been protecting you and allowing for your becoming, because they've created a safe container by not giving you too much sports commentary information, news report information on their side. They understand you have enough on your plate that you don't need to be micromanaging their ups and downs, their comings and goings, their details. They're handling it like a master, just like you are. They're surrendering to this because it's been confirmed to them that you are so much on the same timeline here with your becoming that they are finding solace in the process. What is your advice, feminines? The wait is almost over. So this is the ability to leave the crops for the season and plant new seeds elsewhere. So just see that as you come through this karmic rite of passage, as your masculine comes into their embodiment, that you will both be able to retain exactly what you need to bring from your previous situations on every level to plant seeds for your new life, for the new earth, I heard, for your highest timeline. I'm getting Jack and the Beanstalk imagery in my head about going to that next level in a whole different reality. Interesting. It's not a direct interpretation, but it is something like that, something akin to leaving the karmic imbalanced lives behind and stepping into abundant, peaceful, stable, righteous lives. What can we see for the biggest challenge for these masculines? King of Water and the Queen of... The amount of emotion they have for their Queen of Pentacles. We have a third couple illusion here. The King and Queen of Pentacles. So they know, I mean... This is you being shown that your masculine is only holding back because you're both working on your abundance right now. And then the biggest challenge is this amount of love they have for you, knowing who you are to them, knowing they want to be partnered with you, knowing that you are absolutely self-made and coming into your own, not just spiritually, emotionally, mentally, but also in the physical. That is the densest layer, and that's where it really is evident to our reality that we've come into it, and they are rooting for you. This is the challenge, though, is that they're being guided to alchemize that awareness they're having and the love that's growing while you fulfill your karmic path, while you complete it. You know, you don't see them beaming this love over there, but just know it, feminines. And your advice, you don't need to know it from your masculine. Know it from the spiritual awareness of this connection. Know it from your connection to source. Know it from the things that you have seen on this journey, that you know, the signs, the synchronicities, the awarenesses, the aha moments, the epiphanies, even in the face of things looking contrary in the physical, or your masculine saying certain things that they've needed to say at certain stages so that the connection stayed grounded and balanced and not got off track. Your number one authority is God. Doesn't even matter what your masculine or angels say. If God tells you something, God reigns supreme. And so if you don't have proof of your masculine, or you're not sure, keep going to God. Learn how to identify the voice of God, the ring of truth, the resonance of accuracy, of clarity. But for most who are hearing this, your masculine loves you so much. You can be assured of that. What is the... Was that the challenge? Oh, that was a good message. I got sidetracked. That was the challenge. What is the solution to this challenge? Yes. Oh my goodness. So the solution for these masculines is when they see the opportunity to reciprocate, there's no going back. So far they have not been given the green light that it's time to reciprocate and get this thing rolling, to really start investing, to really go all in. They haven't seen that indicator yet. This is a card of karma as well. So they're preparing to be in mutual energy with you and reciprocate once this karma is cleared. This is like a resurrection. It's like Phoenix energy. It's very, very second coming kind of imagery on the Judgment card in tarot. And this is where we die to our old lives and we rise into the heaven on earth, the higher timelines. And so these masculines know that time is coming, but it could not happen before here. realistically, the things that needed to be released, eclipsed out, needed to be settled prior, because those are the individual karmas that put us both on our paths of mastery and equip us to bring these awarenesses as contributions to humanity, to contribute from this place of spiritual awareness and authority, divine authority, through first-hand becoming. What can we see for your advice? Take the heartache out of the journey, feminines. The heartache is in the karmic previous life. It's not in this divine life. It's not where you're going. The heartache that you're removing from your life by learning, releasing, overcoming your karma, all that suffering, that is not coming forward with you. Let it be. What can we see? That baggage. That baggage. I'm actually going to share an Erykah Badu song, Bag Lady, I believe it's called, because that is what you're being asked to release here, feminines. What can we see for the direction in the near future? There we have the judgment energy again, so watch for it. You're not single, feminines. Don't tell yourself that you are segregated from your masculine. Don't give yourself polarizing, gaslighting information right now. Continue clearing your karma. Continue seeing the layers of how the karma has infiltrated your reality, and continue to remove those tentacles. You're not single. You're not in this alone. You are not alone. You've got your angels, your guides, your ancestors, your masculine, the divine. Above all, you have the divine, but all the different supports, this community. It's all helping you come out of the density, the heartache, the suffering, the attachment, the expectations, the burden. You're leaving it all. And, oh, feminines, this is a really interesting interpretation of the Seven of Swords, because instantly I was like, feminines, we've got two judgment cards here. That is such a revelation energy. It's like the veils are being lifted off of reality, and it will have to be seen for what it is. When we're being asked to drop expectations and attachments and assumptions, it's one part free will choice, another part we don't have a choice, because it's happening as we collectively ascend. It works individually, it works together, it's a fractal, it's a hologram, it's happening, it's really happening. And so eventually, no matter if you think you're sidestepping for whatever reason, this becoming, you've got another thing coming, because you cannot escape the fact that this is really happening. And when it's time, in divine time, your connection will come in. Your life, your ascended life will click. Your karmic life will be laid to rest. The heartache will be gone. And you're not going to be able to escape that truth, no matter how much you try to check it and check it twice. It's going to be so evident one day, you will not have to try. Many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.